Morning, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, yay. Okay, thank you. Okay, give us a few minutes, guys. We're just rolling in here.
is. All right, good morning. Who's on? Can you guys have the sound on? Who wants to sound up? Good morning. Today's Thursday. Talk about listings. Anybody on? Any challenges that you guys are facing? Any issues? Any questions? Let's get the party started, guys. Anybody on? Nobody wants to talk, right?
I'm on. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Michael.
Morning. Yeah, I got a listing appointment today, so
Congrats.
appreciate it. But yeah, I'm not super positive about it just because I did a little research on it. This particular listing, it's been terminated a couple different times. It's expired twice.
Yeah.
You know, I look at it, the homes, it expired at $570,000, right? After 180 days, no price reductions. I go to look at the home, you know, it's a home built in the 80s. It's got homes all around it that are, you know, 2015 and newer for like $100,000 less. So I just think this guy's just, um, I don't know. He said he's updated it a lot. Oh, I've put $285,000 in renovating this thing, and you know, so it's just like I don't know if he's realistic with what he think he's going to get. You know what I mean? Like just going by comps, I'm thinking it's maybe 500, maybe, right? And they didn't reduce it at all at 570 for 6 months. So we'll see. I already talked to him on the phone a little bit. He says, "Yeah, I'm not trying to give it away." So we'll see how it goes today. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can.
Right, and just so as you're gonna quickly learn, very few of these sellers are realistic, right? Everybody wants their price, but they're gonna get what the market's gonna give them, right? So, man, congrats on getting the listing, on getting the appointment.
Yeah, man, and I'm with you too. It's just like the market's going to tell us, but you know, for me, it's an interview both ways, right? Like I'm not going to go and I'm interviewing him just like he's interviewing me. I don't want to take a listing that this guy's going to be hard to work with, or he don't want to, you know, move. And then I invest in marketing and my time and everything like that, and then you know, it ends up terminating with me down the road too because he just doesn't want to. He thinks his home is valued way up here.
Okay. Did you ask him how did he come about that price?
Yeah, he came about that price. You know, he's like, "Oh, I've been in the home renovating business all my life," and you know, he replaced everything. I mean, like basically down to the studs. Like he did new water lines, new roof, new AC. He's telling me about all this like imported shit that he brought in from wherever. You know what I mean? Like, so, but I'm like, yeah, but your home's still like built in the 80s. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, compared to like all the ones that are around, I said, you got other homes and right next to you that are brand new, dude, that look better than your home in the pictures. You know, I didn't tell him that, but this is what I'm thinking. And, you know, they're bigger square footage, you know, and all this. So anyway, I'm going to go take it. I'm going to go look at it. You know, I could be wrong, but that he came up with that number because of all the money that he put into it. You know, I looked at what he paid for it back, 3 years ago, and then and then the money he said he put into it. He said, when you add those two numbers up, that's what he's trying to get out of it. And I'm just like, you're not going to get every dollar you put into this house. So,
did you ask him on the phone why does he want to sell?
Yeah, he's he's a disabled vet, and it's a lot of land. It's a lot of it's acreage, right? He's can't keep up with it. Like it's just it's a health issue, and they're moving out of state. They're going back to like Arizona or something. So it's just it's it's not for them anymore. You know what I mean? It was at one point. He just can't. He can't do it anymore. His body's hurting him too much.
So it sounds like they really need to sell, man. So when you meet him today, you need to dig into that pain. You know what I mean? We need to get you down to Arizona or wherever you're moving to. You know what I mean? let's make that happen. So dig into that paint.
Yeah,
If you
that's a good idea. But he did say yesterday, like, "Oh, I'm not going to give it away," and we're not in a hurry. I don't know why he's not in a hurry. He should be in a hurry. You know what I mean? But he's got some robot to mow his yard, so that's kind of not really the. I
yeah,
don't know.
just try to understand them. Don't be so contradictive. Just go with the flow, but at the same time, dig into that paint. How is it going to be? Once we get you down to wherever you need to go. You know what I mean? Let's make that happen. But yeah, dig into that paint. Who's got something for Michael? Who's on? Whitney, are you on?
I would say, Michael, find out, not in a hurry. It's like that's fine. What does not in a hurry mean, or what does that look like? What is the absolute deadline? Hey, if we don't have the house sold by this date, we're in some trouble. And then maybe kind of reverse engineer it from there. Because and that's cool. Hey, not in a hurry. I got sellers, not in a hurry, no problem. I get it. What would you say is like absolute deadline? Hey, if we don't got it sold by here, we got some issues.
Hey, so Joe, when you got a guy that's not in a hurry, or a person that's not in a hurry, do you pressure the price reductions with them? Like, do you go after price reductions?
No, because like it depends on their
like
motivation.
you would with someone else that's trying to get their home sold, or you just let go, all right, we're gonna let it sit. And
there's pros and cons to putting the price too high, right? So like I'll give an example. I have a listing that's coming up. It's empty nesters. They live in the south side of Houston, free and clear property. It's probably sitting on a 220, 230, value there. And, in top end of the market for their property is probably like 234. We could probably get lucky, squeeze that out, but that's top of the market. Not in a hurry, but hey, maybe like in 6 months to a year, like we definitely need to be done with it. Okay, cool. Well, option A, we can take our time because we got to find a place to go. We do need the cash out of it to be able to go and get something else. Let's start off close to top of market so we at least get some interest, because another flip side of that is we price it just right, and they got offers coming in left and right. It's like, let's play that scenario out. What would that look like for you? Oh, no, that'd be too quick. Like, cause we still we still need to figure all that out. Right. Okay, cool. But we just want to put it in motion at least. So you can at least start doing what you need to do. And when that right offer comes, like, we're prepared. But if we do get top of the market offer, like it's an offer we can't refuse, basically you're saying we'll figure it out, even faster, because, we got an offer we can't refuse here, which we're unlikely to get, but you never know. I mean, so I kind of play scenarios out with them. Like, what if we sit for this long? What is that going to look like for you? What if we get an offer real quick? What is that going to look like for you? I like doing future pacing with them. Like, in the future, if this were to happen, what do you want to do? And that kind of helps.
yeah, and I was just thinking too, since he hadn't done any price reductions in 6 months with the previous agent, like, have them. I have this piece of paper that Sherry gave me where it's like, here's our marketing strategy. If we don't have X number of showings or offers by this date, you're going to agree right now to have a price reduction, you know what I mean, of whatever it is, 3%, 4%, whatever. And if we don't get anything in another 3 months, then you're going to come down again. And I just want him to kind of have that conversation up front with him, just so that he understands this is kind of my expectation, even though, I don't know.
No, I think that's solid. Definitely cover your butt that way and set a good expectation, but also meet them where they're at. Like, get in their head, kind of get brought into their family. All right, I'm sitting at the dinner table. I'm not an agent. We're just having a conversation. Why is this house being sold? How did we get here? Why does this matter? Just tons and tons of questions. Give me in 30 days, in 1 year, what if it hadn't sold? Like, just put all those hypothetical scenarios out there, and I think you'll get some real, like, true feedback and data that can help you figure out how to navigate this. And I think, though, ultimately, like I posted this yesterday, they buy you at the end of the day. They don't buy the strategy, the plan, the 15 bullet point plan. They don't buy that. They buy you. And, like, do they trust you enough? They like you enough where they can open up and share with you really what's going down. at the end of the day. And I think that'll help them ease up to the idea of reductions and this and that, because okay, Mike's the first guy to like actually know what's really going on and what we're really trying to accomplish here. And I love that about him. So you know what, Mike, you got the keys of the house. I'm an open book with you. Take it away, Mike.
Okay. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate you. Go ahead.
That's good stuff. Thank you, Joe. Who else has some feedback for Michael? So he's got this listing appointment today. 500K-ish, $500,000 plus. That's a great opportunity right there. Who's got some good advice for Michael? Some good ideas, man. Let's brainstorm how to help Michael get to secure this listing. But I'm probably the last one to talk about it because I just went to one yesterday and I dropped the ball. I could lock the guy in. So.
Hey man, the other thing on this too, it's got an old seller's disclosure. Like when I looked at the old MLS, no, I'm sorry, it's got the seller's disclosure. That's not what I meant to say. It has that, but it also has an old inspection report, and it's got all sorts of shit wrong with it. But he's redone the house. That was when he bought the house, right?
Right.
And he's completely redone the house. So assuming I do get this listing or take this listing, do I need to disclose that? I mean, because another agent's going to find it, right? Just like I found it. Why, if he's redone the entire house, I guess we still need to disclose it, but we need to make a note on there, right? Like all this has been addressed or what?
Might be a Lori, or I don't know the answer to that, but you got your ass whooped back in the day. I don't want no one to know about that. Like, I'm a new guy, right? I don't want to disclose that. But again, that's a good question maybe for Chelsea or Lori, if anyone else doesn't know the answer to that. But I think that's something you do want to address.
Like, why would the inspection report,
Ask the question again.
when he bought the house, like, why would he include that when he's trying to sell the house, when he's redone everything? Like, I found it. I'm like, I mean, the house ain't even the same color. They've redone everything. They've changed everything.
So I do know one thing. According to seller's closure, this said any inspections done by a licensed inspector within the past 2 years, right? Yep. It asks you that. So if you have it, yeah,
Well,
you're supposed to include that.
This would be probably, yeah, I'm going to have to go check the date on it. It might be past the 2-year mark. So
then I'm pretty sure you don't have to include that. But your question a minute ago that made me think, Chelsea, because I don't know the answer. That confuses me is, so let's say I buy a house, Chelsea, and I fix it up. And then less than a year later, I put it on the market. Do I have to disclose everything that I fixed? Do I have to even mention that it did have termites, but I treated the termites, or the AC went out and I replaced it? Like, what do you have to disclose? I mean, because at the time you're selling it, it's not a defect. I fixed that. Why would I even talk about it? I don't know.
Right. So from my understanding is you have to disclose what you know, right? So what you were made aware of and what has been remediated is complete and it is done. It's any current issues that you are currently, that could be a potential red flag that you're currently dealing with. Because what happens is when you complete the seller's disclosure based on what you currently know for the property's current market condition, and you're made aware of anything after the fact, then you go back and you update the seller's disclosure. But when you're getting ready to go on the market and you're filling it out, it's for what that current status is in. So if you've remodeled it and you've remediated the issue. Depending on what it is, there is sections in the seller's disclosure, like Ozzy was mentioning. Hey, 3 years ago I had this issue, but it was remediated. You put that in there. Okay, you're addressing it and disclosing it in the upfront. Does that answer your question?
yeah, so and this brings another question too, and I think I know the answer. There's a section that says, has the home ever previously flooded, right? Well, the home has never flooded because it sits up high, but the garage is about 4 foot lower. The garage has flooded.
Was there
So is that a box you check? Yes, because I guess that's not the home. It's a separate garage.
is
You know what I mean?
the garage attached?
Detached. It's detached.
Detached, or it's detached from the dwelling. Was there a claim?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, you should disclose that, because what's going to happen is anybody that's going to come in with insurance and they're going to go and pull insurance for the new buyer, they can see any claim that's been made on that property.
Okay. That's what they did in the previous seller's disclosure. But then like where you can explain, there's a little line to explain. They said it was only the garage, you know, it did not get in the house. So I
Yeah.
guess that's what you do right there.
Yep, exactly. You're just disclosing what you know, and then people may come back with questions. Hey, can you give me information about this? Yeah, we filed a claim. We were paid out. It was remediated, whatever the case may be.
Hey, I had another one on this same deal that I'll go ahead and share too, because people didn't know the answer to this one. So I was trying to do a net sheet, like kind of get my ducks in a row and stuff, and try to do the figure out the taxes and arrears. I can't do I can't put a price on it and do any of that stuff yet, but I was going to do like at least figure out the taxes. And I go on there, and he's a disabled vet, and I go into BCAD, and he's got no taxes. Like he hasn't paid he's paid $0 in taxes. So then I got thinking, what is he going to owe at closing? You know what I mean? Like, is he going to be? Should I factor that in? And I called the title company, and they're like, and I sent them the document and everything, and they're like, no, it looks like he doesn't pay any taxes. So I was like, well, is that going to be all on the buyer? Like, who pays the taxes then? So it was a good
exemption. It's like a homestead. Nobody pays those taxes.
Oh, okay.
So you have what's called exemptions, right? And then you have deferments. So homestead is an exemption. A veteran with 100% disability or whatever percentage disability, those are exemptions. Seniors over 65, exemption. When you do like, what do you? God, I can't remember the name right now. When you have animals on your land, God dang it! When you have an ag exemption, that is something different. So that's the only one I would tell you to look at based on what your ag exemption. You may be on the hook for back taxes when you sell, things like that. So I would look into ag exemption. That's a different ball game depending on what your exemption is, what county you're in, what you're selling, how you're selling. But VA over 65 and a homestead, I've never ever seen where you have to pay any of that stuff back. Like it is while you live there, that is a discount or a rebate to you for whatever that reason is.
Okay, very good. And I don't mean to hijack the whole meeting, but there was another one in there. It was that he said he bought it with the Texas Veterans Land Board or Veterans Texas Land Board, something along that. And it may be an assumable loan at 4.something%. What do y'all know about that? Like, do y'all have any experience with any of that?
That would be up to the buyer whether they'd be able to assume it or not. I know we've done a couple with the assumable loans, and the buyers were not vets. So they weren't able to qualify for that assumable mortgage, depending on if their lender could tell them something different. I don't know that, but from what the experience that we've gone through thus far, they have not been able to assume the VA loan. Also, one thing with your last tax question, just so you know, and I'm sure you're aware of this, but if your seller has the VA exemption, that's not going to roll over to the buyer. The buyer would do their own exemptions once they purchase the property through their homestead. They wouldn't get that same tax exemption from your seller.
And Chelsea, that's just kind of a benefit for the seller, right? I mean, it doesn't affect if a buyer comes in with a different loan or whatever, as long as they're qualified.
Yeah. Because once the property changes possession, completely different story.
Got you. It's just an extra benefit in case a veteran does come in
For sure.
as a buyer, then
Yeah.
it helps both parties.
Do assumable. Yeah.
There's more opportunity to sell that in that sense with a benefit to the other veteran buyers. Does that help, Michael?
Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Ozzy, for the feedback.
Let's go.
And don't worry about dragging the meeting, bro. Everybody wants to be shy this morning. Everybody wants to be shy.
Yeah, not everybody knows.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if no one else is going to talk, I'll ask questions. Y'all know me. Like, I ain't scared.
Dude, that's all we're here for. Man, I'm telling you, sometimes when I'm in here and people don't ask questions, I'm like, and then they come to me later, I'm like, man, we fucking talked about this. You could have asked this question and everybody could have learned. What were you doing? Where were you?
The only dumb, stupid question is the ones that do not get asked.
Exactly.
Well, and that's the teacher in me too, because it pisses me off also in my class. When I'm like, hey, you should have asked that, because there's like probably 5 other people that have the same question. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead and ask it.
That's it, man. That's
Right.
the whole reason why we do this every single day, because we know you may not have like 4 or 5 days to find your answer. The next morning, ask it here. You get really good answers from people who know what they're talking about, different people. Because I'll be honest, there's questions you ask for. I'm like, that's a Chelsea question. I think I know, but I'm probably gonna lead you astray and mess you up.
And
Chelsea would know that one better than me.
and here's another twist to that point. The veteran agents that do know the answers that get on the call, hop into the huddle and participate, because that's very important. I mean, you guys probably heard the saying, when you teach something that you already know, you learn it twice. So I encourage everybody that's experienced, that's been here for a while.
Yeah,
We sell a lot of real estate.
we got
jump
some
in.
We got some studs on here.
Yeah, man, every morning.
Hey man, I'm gonna miss this too, man. I go back to school Monday, so y'all ain't gonna see me no more come Monday. So
It's okay, man. We'll catch you after school.
We'll figure it out.
Meet me outside, Mike, after school. Meet me in the courtyard.
You ain't trying to fight me. Let's go. What else we got? What's today? Today's Thursday, right?
All day.
What's Thursday? Well, it's already 8:26.
Thursday, gratitude and buckets and gratitude fillers. Who got some?
Who's going? Who's got buckets and gratitude?
Morning.
What's up? I know y'all are grateful for something. Let's go.
Come on, we need one, or Ozzy's gonna start picking.
I will. I think Janina unmuted. What you got?
I want to say that really we have with my husband we have two properties that we buy and subject to one is BA loan and the other is traditional loan, and we just catch all the debts that they have and everything that, and we have the two properties. So in the, like they say, one was BA loan and the other traditional loan.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any questions about that, or?
Was that it might have been her? Is it win and learn? No, is that a bucket? No.
Just
Oh, just kind of gotcha. All right.
uh-huh.
Let's
That
go.
was a bucket.
Who's got a gratitude and a bucket filler today?
I have one. Actually, I have two. One for Ozzy, always pushing things into our brain. I've now gone down the rabbit hole, and there ain't no fucking coming back.
We're trapped.
So there's that.
What
And
you think?
also, like, we've been working through whether or not we were gonna move. And I am like, we are so busy. I can't take on another task. I don't want to, and I've just been putting it off. Well, my husband and my family were like, well, no, we're going. And so kind of being on two different pages, whatever. Anyways, so we have to break our lease to get out of where we are. It's the whole dog situation, all the things. And I wanted to be upfront and honest with our landlord. Like, look, I know we're in the middle of a lease. What do we need to do, to make this amicable for the both of us and not just pack our shit and leave? And so yesterday, she hasn't answered me. Yesterday, out of the blue, she answered me. We came to a solution that, that works for everybody. At the same time, a house that we applied for like a month ago, we never heard back from the agent. I've reached out a couple times yesterday. He's like, oh, I tried to get a hold of you. I couldn't get a hold of you. I'm like, you're fucking lying.
Chelsea answers her phone full. Don't play.
Yeah, like, you're lying. Anyways, but they both responded yesterday in the same day. And we were just sitting there talking. And I was just so grateful. Like, that is all God. You can't tell me otherwise. This is the way it worked. And so here we are. We're moving, which I'm grateful for. I'm very grateful for. And it's the house my husband wanted. And so everybody is happy, go lucky, but it just was such a blessing to watch God connect those pieces on his timing, not on mine.
Yeah, go Chelsea.
Let's go.
Thank you for sharing.
Man, he's talking. Are you listening? That's the hard part sometimes. I got something. So, man, I've been a part of a workout group. I think I'm going on 4 years now. Called F3. It's a free men's workout group. It's all over Houston. They have them in Katy, the Woodlands, Sugarland, like they're everywhere. And number one, they just asked me to be the social media chair for the entire Southeast region. And I was like, wow, okay, I'll help out with that. I love that. I think that's cool. It's fun. So I just get to make videos and have fun with it. And then today, we had 29 people in our workout group. So 29 men in a park doing push-ups, sit-ups. We must have ran 2 or 3 miles. Man, I did like 30 burpees and 100 push-ups. It was nuts. It was awesome. And man, it was just great. Like, you know, we go through things like we're guys, we go through things, we struggle, and we usually don't talk about it. But in this group, it's like a brotherhood, man. Like we'll share if somebody's struggling with something. Some people go off the side, start talking about it, start working through it. We pray together. But it's just I will tell you, I tried every kind of workout, diet, everything. And until I started working out in this group, I did not see results. I couldn't have done 50 push-ups in a row. Now I can do 50 push-ups in a row. Like, it's just all these different things. It's just awesome, man. And I think we need more stuff like this. It's free. That's the beauty. I'm not paying for it. Let's go.
Go. Hey guys.
Okay, so I need to talk about that too. Yeah, because that is the Aussie men's side. Also, belongs to the ladies side, which is F4. It is how the Aussie says, wonderful brotherhood with the ladies, and talk about the families, problems, and praying together, working out, improving our health, everything. I encourage my friends and the ladies ones to go to this group F4. It is an awesome community.
Hey Jackie, that's number 40. Go
What
ahead.
is
Start a
that?
group.
Yeah, so she's a part of one. I think are you out there in Katie in a group?
Yes, we have 4 groups in Katy, 4 F4.
I don't know if there's one on this side, but I know the reason why Katie has a group, Katy is probably the strongest area for F3. Like the groups in Katy, like our group here in Pearland is one of the biggest groups on the southeast side. There are a lot of groups our size in Katy.
They have a women's version too?
Did a female version.
Oh, okay.
So there's F3 is all men. F4, I believe, is all women.
Oh, okay.
But it's built on leadership. Go ahead, Claudia, what you got?
Jacqueline, if you can ask them if they have something on the southeast here. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's here in Pearland or even if it's Clear Lake or something, but if it's in in this area, just can you let me know? Or give me a number, I can call them.
Yeah, I can fix that for you, Clary. And also, if there is a group of ladies in that area that want to open one, I can help to open. I can be first 2 months.
No.
Going there, starting there. Maybe some of my friends also would like to collaborate. We can make one.
Yeah, you can launch one pretty easily. It's not crazy. We've launched, so we did Iron Horse, which is Pearland. We launched the Cage in Friendswood. We launched the Ridge, which is the west side of Pearland, and now we're launching the Alvin F3 group.
Yeah.
So
I just like to join because it's exercise and stuff, and I can't commit to all that.
Okay, we will.
That's the thing is it's not like a big crazy commitment, Claudia. It's peer led. So imagine so I'll be honest, guys, I don't lead from the front of the group in F3. Like, so you can sign up. There's a spreadsheet that says sign up to lead the workout. And they've got like templates of workouts you can do and things like that. I have probably not led a workout in like a year because I lead enough in the rest of my life that I just want to show up and get my damn workout in. But where I lead from in the group is I am lifting people up. Like the whole time I'm like, dude, you got more, bro. You got more. Push. Get another push up in. Push a little harder. I'll say crazy shit like, you become strong now so you can lift your family when they need you. You think you're in pain? Wait until your kids go through some shit. You're going to need to be strong. Finish that fucking rep. Let's go. We're not doing this shit. That's how I lead. So you can choose if you just want to be the dude that wants to be in the workout or the guy that wants to be in the workout, the one leading the workout, or the one that's I'm just going to lead by example. I'm going to out push up every mofo today. I'm going to out burpee. I'm going to outrun you. Like, you choose who you want to be. It's awesome. And then at the end, we pray, we lift each other up. We also have the third F with this fellowship. We'll go to they'll do happy hours. We've done axe throwing. We've done paintball. they, you know, some of them fun is just running around. And I'm like, nah, bro, that's not me. I'll go work out with you, but like, dude, like, don't ask me on a Thursday night to run 10 miles. Y'all go do that shit. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, no, that's great. Hey, for all the guys, at least, that are feeling a little bit down, either your fitness or your motivation, man, Ozzy's always posting about it, man. Join him, right?
Man,
Join him, and you guys get a chance to talk to the man himself out there. You might even catch a little mentoring, learn something.
it's
So,
pretty
right?
fun. And we learned a lot of things, like, guys, and actually me and Ashley Davis had a conversation about this last week. The motion is the lotion. And what does that mean? It's, guys, here's the deal is, have you ever met someone who's 80 and they run around life like they're 60? Have you ever met someone who's 60 and they're doing life like they're 80, like they're stuck in bed or a wheelchair or something? Like, if you want to give yourself the best opportunity to be moving around and going and getting it in your 80s, you can't wait till you're in your 80s. It's too late.
Yeah.
Get your body, a body in motion will stay in motion. A body staying at rest will stay at rest. You have to pour into this meat suit that God gave you, or it will fail you. I'm being honest. Some things you can't control, but damn, this is the way to help it not fail you. Just go at it, man.
All right,
I
you guys.
was 275 pounds when I started in 2020 or 2021. And I've been at 215 to 220 for like 4 years now.
Yeah, man, you keeping it off, definitely, man.
Yeah.
All right, as you guys heard him, get that meat moving.
Yes.
That's our affirmation.
That's a good one. All right, who's got another?
Yeah. One more. Let's do one more.
Let's do one more bucket and get it to filler. Who's got one?
I got one.
What you got?
So my gratitude is, or I'm thankful for Aislinn. Even before I joined the brokerage, I had reached out to her to question about short sale, and she answered my questions. And then here these past few weeks, she's been helping me with my listing with comps that I've been struggling with. So I'm really appreciative of all her time and effort and providing all that information to me.
Let's go. I don't think she's on. If you don't mind going in the chat today and just tagging her and saying, Aislinn, you were my gratitude on Morning Huddle. Just letting her know and letting everybody else see it too. That'd be awesome. All right. I want to do something real quick. I just posted it again today on the AEA group page, and I posted it in the Google chat. Guys, if you're not using AI, you should strongly consider it. Some of you are going to shut it down. That's fine. It is what it is. But for those of us that are using it, I'm working. Christine was in here yesterday. We'll finish getting her set up and stuff. If you need help getting it set up, I can help you with it. We'll get it rolling. Sign up for Claude. If you can, do the paid version. And this is one of the simplest way to do it. Signing up for Claude, doing the $17 a month version, putting it on your Google, adding it as a Google Chrome extension, using Google Chrome as your browser, and letting Claude go to work. You can use it as an app on your computer. You can use it as an extension on Google Chrome. You can just open it up on the web and just go through it. But it's a tool that I will tell you, if you're not using it and asking it questions and you're not pouring into it, you're probably missing out. And I just posted a link. It's a link that I shared that you can open up in Claude that walks you through the process of programming your robot to understand you. That's a big deal. Telling it, I've been in real estate for this many years. This is what my business looks like. This is the type of person I am. If you're a very outgoing extrovert, you should probably tell Claude that. If you're an introvert, you should probably let it know that. If you want to grow your business in a certain way, let it know that. But it walks you through the steps of programming your robot. You can actually copy and paste what I gave you, kind of ask it the questions, build it up. Then you copy and paste that into your settings, tells you exactly where to paste it. And it automatically programs your robot on how to interact with you. It's got to know who you are. right? What do you want to do? Do you want to be a coach? Do you want to run a transaction management company? Do you want to be a top producing agent? Do you want to grow a team? Do you just have a goal of making $300,000 a year in retirement and building your nest egg? It needs to know who you are. Are you a man? Are you a woman? Or, you know, all these things can help it to really deal with you and help you to grow. If not, it'll give you some generic crap. If not, so in there, it'll tell it, please ask clarifying questions. Because if you've ever used AI before and you've asked it a question and it gives you this long drawn out answer where you're like, that's not even close to the shit I wanted. Like, this is not what I was looking for. Number one, you may not know how to prompt it. But number two, it may not know how you speak to it. And if it does, it can ask you, okay, you asked me this question. This is what you're looking for. Oh, I have some questions for you. And it'll say, question 1, 2, 3. Is this what you were looking for? Oh, number 1. Okay, great. Question 3, 4, 5. And you may go in there and say, all of the above. I want all of those questions answered, or give me all of those types of answers or types of solutions. And it'll just go through a level of questions to where you have a much better chance of getting the output you want than just being confused or frustrated, because it can confuse you and it can frustrate you. Yeah, if you've used it, you're laughing right now because I know you've experienced it. So yep. I just want to make sure we are placing these tools in your hands. It's up to you if you want to adopt them and use them. But I will tell you, it's better to know about them, understand them, and put them to work for you and keep your head buried in the sand and miss out on a golden opportunity. It could do one thing that could take your business to the next level. You gotta have that relationship with it. One thing I do like once a week probably is I'm writing a book and I have a project for that. I feed it every week, at least usually on the weekends. But I also go in a couple times a week and I will tell it, these are the things I think about every day. These are the problems that keep me up at night. These are the solutions I'm really looking for. This is how I think and operate every day. If I come up with really good ideas, if I come up with solutions, I program it in there. And as I move forward with it, it understands me better to help me accomplish what I want to accomplish for me. So just things you can do. One of the hardest things we have is taking what's in our heart and our mind and expressing them or building on them. If you place it here, it can help you. So Christine, you had unmuted. You had something to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, there's a huge difference between Claude and Chat GPT. I feel like Claude is a lot more business oriented, very dry. And then Chat GPT is a little bit more of my style, but I see where the benefits are in Claude as far as business portion of it.
I'm going to tell you, your Claude is dry because you haven't programmed it. Right. So I will tell you, once you go to that programming, that link I just posted today, like, like my Claude does not come back at me with probably some of the stuff that yours comes back at you. Once you've programmed, it will. And once you feed it, it'll give it back. So if you tell it, I want you to have this type of personality. So if you look at what I programmed mine with on the back end of the settings, I'm going to go into my settings and I'll read what I have mine at. And hold on. So who am I instructions? I'm a broker, I'm a coach, I'm an operator, blah, blah, blah. How I want you to write to me, write the way I write. Short sentences, fragments, when they hit harder, mix short with longer when the moment earns, no corporate language, no buzzwords, no fluff, use contractions, drop me straight into the point, no warm up, no great question, no throat clearing, personal stories, earn the lesson, don't replace it. Like I told it how to talk to me, how I want you to think. Now this is me telling Claude, don't just agree with me. If my plan is weak, tell me where before you tell me why it might work. If I'm excited about something shiny, ask me the hard questions first. Is this a real strategy or am I chasing the next magic pill? If there's a better question under my question, surface it. If I'm leading with ego instead of purpose, call it out. I coach my agents to stop chasing shortcuts and do the inside work. Hold me to the same standard. Disagreement that makes me better is worth more than agreement that makes me feel good. Push back. That's how I grow. Length and completeness. Give me the full answer. If it takes 10 paragraphs, write 10. If it takes 3 lines, write 3. Don't truncate because you assume I want brevity. I'd rather have the whole picture and cut what I don't need. When you're not sure, tell me. If you don't know a fact, a number, a date, or a specific claim, say so up front. Don't hide it in confident sounding prose. If you're working from general principles instead of hard data, label it that way. If a post I'm working on needs a stat and you don't have it, tell me to pull it from my own records. I trust people who know what they don't know. I don't trust people who fake it. So I programmed it on how I wanted to talk to me. So yes, it can seem dry. It can seem like it doesn't know you. That's because it doesn't.
Yeah.
And you need to help it with that.
No, that's a great prompt, man, that you programmed it to. But to Christine's point, one thing that I did a little like research, and I think super deep, right?
Yeah.
But I researched a while ago which AI would be best for real estate business, and Claude came up on top with several.
Ask it those questions.
So that's why, to Christine's point, it might sound like that, but Claude is a little bit different. So it's the one appropriate for our business. That's what I found out. So he's on the right.
Sometimes we ask it a question.
Ozzy definitely knows.
Like you may ask it. So I'm gonna like go from like a Carlos mentality and say, my name is Carlos. I've been in this business this long. My focus is calling expireds. I love listings. I'm not really the biggest fan of buyers. Say it, man. I have a deep voice. I have a voice that like really pounds hard. Like tell it who you are, and then say, I would like you to study other top agents that call expireds and have great success. Pull down their information, and then you may already have studied some and say, okay, here's a link to this guy's Instagram page. Please study him. You may pull down some of his posts, copy and post, and put it in there. Study this guy, study this lady, study this business. Now, I want you to help me to be the most effective expired caller there is. I make roughly 20 calls a day. I get on this many 2-minute plus conversations. You can actually open up your Google Chrome, have it go and study your numbers and say, this is what my business looks like every single day based on my calls I'm making. Tell me where I can get better. You can pull down transcriptions to your recorded calls, plug it in and say, make me better. Like it's a business partner. It's like hiring a CFO, a CMO, and a CEO all in one app. But you have to tell it, this is how I want to run my business. I've told it. I run my business with heart. I love my people. Sometimes it hurts me and gets me in trouble. I need you to help me. Like I'm not going to change that shit. I'm going to stay me. If I wanted to be the by the book dickhead, like that just didn't care about people, I would tell it that. But that's not who I am. I love people. Sometimes I've done it so long and I've kept people on board and I've poured so much into people that it has hurt me. And I tell it that too. So you've got to program it in a way where it knows who you are, because it'll give me answers that are super corporate. I'm like, dude, that's not my heart. Stop. Don't do that shit. Go this way instead. And I'm sorry. I apologize. You're right. This is who you are. And I know that. Let me get back on track. And then boom, it'll rattle off for me.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because one thing I've learned using AI in my short career is that it can become, if you don't program it right, like Ozzy says, it can become very agreeable. And it just tells you, like a psychologist, just tells you whatever the heck you want to hear. So, know what I mean? So don't do that. So the prompts are very important. Like
and you're talking about, so you say Claude and ChatGPT. Guys, here's the deal. Understand this. Claude, yes, you asked it and it said it's really great for real estate business. It is, I believe it. Chat is kind of for generic type questions. If you really want like data, Gemini is probably going to be one of your best. What I do is I will ask the same question to all 3 of them. And the one that has me in the right direction, I'll copy and paste that thread. I'll move it into Gemini. So let's say Gemini wins, it gives me the best answer. I'm like, dude, that's the direction. I'll copy and paste that. I'll copy it. I'll paste it in my ChatGPT and my Claude. And then now they'll say, oh, now I see where you're going. and it'll fix what they're doing to get me in the right direction. And then chat may bring up a whole nother level that opens me up. I'll
Yeah.
copy and paste that in the other two and we'll redirect. And then I'll
Just
get more of
they
the
improve
answers,
each other.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all get better at it. Man, I'll say, Gemini, that was a really bad answer. Chat is so much better. This is what I asked and this is what it did. And it'll say, it'll get mad. And actually I get mad. Like it'll say, well, yeah, people usually use chat when they don't know what they're doing. But this is what I would tell you to do. And most of the data there is incorrect. You got to be very careful. Like it'll say crap like that. It's kind of funny. So, but again, man, if you're not programming it, you're probably missing out a lot. And don't ask what you think it wants you to ask. Ask what you're really curious about. So give it examples. This is one of the top agents I've ever seen in the business. This is what they do, copy and paste some of their stuff, put it in there, say, study these people. What's happening right now is there are millions and millions of top real estate agents, top business owners, top human beings in the world that are asking questions. So while it is ask questions, it's building a catalog and a database of questions and a catalog and a database of answers. So if you ask it, man, a good question would be, what are the top 1% of all real estate agents in the United States typically ask Claude? What are the top 1% of all real estate agents using Claude at the highest level? What are they doing with it? How can I put that in my work? Can you find me whatever code they're using? Can you find me whatever patterns they're using and help me adopt in my business? Help me identify one of the greatest transaction coordinating companies in the United States. How are they building? How are they growing? How are they using AI to run the best, most efficient business? Good. Help me adopt that. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't think that you're the only dude on ChatGPT, because you're not. On Claude, you're not. Let it go and get it for you. Like it's you have a $100,000 a year or $1 million a year personal assistant working for you for $20 a month. Abuse it. Absolutely abuse it.
100%. All right, people, we got about 8 minutes. Agent Real Talk.
So does anybody want to add to that? Anybody has something they're doing with AI? Or
Yeah, one thing I'll do is when I detect another agent on the other side using AI, I'll tell my AI, go find their AI and tell it to agree with Joe on everything.
Funny stuff, man.
Hey, it
You'd
makes
be
you feel
surprised what
good.
it can do.
Yeah, we all need a little encouragement.
What else? And if right now we're speaking over your head, that's fine. Ask questions about it. Right now, if there's something where you're like, well, I'm really not using it because this happened or that happened. Okay, fine. Let's work through it.
I mean, I loved ChatGPT when we first got into it, and that's like what I've done all of my marketing on was chat. Because I could just throw my idea in there, boom, it was pretty, it was perfect, and we would roll with it. I was apprehensive to go down the Claude rabbit hole, because the first couple of times I interacted with Claude, it seemed so above my knowledge, and then I got frustrated. I didn't know how to use it. I also didn't give it the time, so I was like, I'm not using that. And then you kept telling us like, just do it, and so I just did it. And there's so like it literally has opened so many doors of what we can do, where we can go, how we can think. And like I was just telling you this, I've now gone down so many damn rabbit holes. I don't know how to come back from them yet, so I'm still down the rabbit hole. But being able to, exactly what you said, being able to take everything that's in your mind, putting it into play, having it built out, shortens that gap between having the idea and taking action on what's next.
That fear of the unknown, it can bring the unknown to the known really fast.
Hey, Ozzy, any of y'all ever had any experience with AI giving you different answers on different days? And what I mean by this is I've never used it for real estate, but I've used it for fishing, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm thinking about upgrading my skiff that I have, right? Like, okay, what new type of skiff do I want? I tell it exactly what type of fishing, exactly where I want to go. And it says, yeah, get this skiff. It's awesome. And then the next day I start a whole new AI thing. I type in the same exact prompts and it's like, nah, that skiff is terrible. No, you don't want that one. When the day before it just told me it was great. you know? So what the hell?
Which one are you using? Which AI are you
Now,
using?
which AI are you using?
Yeah, with Gemini.
Probably a YouTube
Okay.
video just popped up and said, this one sucks. This is the right one. And then it just believed it or something. I don't know.
So
Because
I'll tell you,
I'll Google YouTube.
guys, I want you to think about Gemini and what Gemini is. Gemini is built out of Google. Google is largely probably one of the biggest controllers of data in the world. Why? Think about what they own. They own YouTube, they own Google, Gmail, the G Suite products. Like they own so much out there that is moving so much data, right? Think about it. When you want to search something, I mean, forever, it's always been Google it. So what is it? If you knew that for the past, let's say 10 years, we've all been Googling it, Google has the largest collection of questions probably in the history of the world. They probably also have the largest collection of answers in the history of the world. So every single day, the algorithm is moving at a different speed, a different pace, and like what happened yesterday is changing today. And it may be that you need to ask a different question, or it may be, well, you know, take the question you asked yesterday and got an answer to, ask it today. When you get a different answer, go back to your old question, your old answer, copy and paste, put it in the new one, and say, Gemini, can you tell me why you changed your mind from yesterday to today? Where's your data sources? And here's the deal. Like, man, I'm telling you right now, so, and I don't want to go too far in this part, but in the political world, ask it. Tell me what is actually real and what is not. What is fake, what is opinion, and what is real data. Then bring me to the sources and tell me if that source is credible or not. Can you give me a ranking on why and why it is not credible? Okay, great. I don't like that definition. However, what we can do is I want credibility to go based on this. I want only facts. I want factual sources. And you can break it down. You could create a bot that helps you go find the real data and not the fake BS. Because here's the truth is, many times AI does not know what is fact and what is not. So if somebody over and over, well, this has this many stars and this many ratings or whatever, it can pull up in the wrong place. Well, this is a news source that seems to be credible, but it doesn't 100% know how to decipher. So how do you program it to do that? Or how do you ask it questions to program it to do what you need it to do? So understand that, like it's information is moving so much faster than we could ever imagine. Like ridiculously faster than we could imagine. You have got to program yourself and able to program these things to say what is real and what is not. Because there's in these, like, so in the skiff world, like he's talking about, I don't care if you're researching skiffs, if you're researching golf clubs, if you're researching the next supplement I want to take. Yesterday, a supplement was born. And it may not be the greatest supplement, but the marketers are great at marketing. Mm-hmm. So they go and they build a database and they go on to, they push to get so many Google reviews that they can push the reviews from 0 to 1,000 in 2 days. And now all of a sudden, you have a new set of data that didn't exist a couple of days ago. Is that product the best? We don't know. But according to Google reviews, it is. But according to these statements that these people are making, it is. We don't know if those are bots or those are real. So you have to be careful. That is the difference. That's why your answer may come a totally different day to day. But it's going to take work for us to dig. I mean, you got to think about it. One of the biggest things lately is I can take a picture of any of you right now, and I could create an AI video that makes it look like you're doing something. Have you seen some of the crap they're doing? Some of it's funny, some of it's crazy. They took a picture of an old man sleeping on a bench, and they created a video of a guy coming up and kissing him while he was asleep. And then he wakes up, and the guy says, "Man, do you know this guy? Because he was just kissing you while you were asleep." And he's like, "No, oh, fuck no, that's not me. What the fuck? Who's that?" And they call the cops. And the guy has to tell him, like, "Hey man, there's a fake video I just made." Like, it looks crazy real. These things are happening. What you believe to be real could be 100% fake. So you have to learn, number one, discernment, but you have to learn how to interrogate these type of things. And it's going to take work. So yes, things are going to change. Dig for the truth. Find out how to dig for the truth. And even whenever you believe it's the truth, question the shit out of it because it's probably fake. That's it, man. We'll leave that alone. We rabbit hole the shit out of that.
That's
Y'all ready?
big rabbit hole.
The big rabbit hole. But AI, man, if you're not using it, you like make it your personal assistant, man. Make it go to work for you. It can do so much, it's ridiculous. Everybody up, let's go. Go. What are we gonna say today, Carlos? What's an affirmation for today?
I don't know. Don't leave it down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got one, Ozzy. Since I'm not.
Yeah, Mike.
How about yes, we can, yes, we will.
I like that.
Oh.
Yes, we can. She said she's the brother. I see you, Chelsea.
What did you say?
Chelsea, like, Chelsea,
Oh
ChatGPT.
my
What
God,
you
I did not.
say? Joking.
I used to watch the Disney Channel. That's
Oh.
funny. I like
Yes,
that.
I can. Yes, I will. Are y'all ready? Yes, I can. Yes, I will. We're gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yes, you will. And today you will get that shit done. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes,
Yes, I can. Yes, I will.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I will.
Good morning.
Bye.
Good morning. Good morning. How you feeling?
Good morning.
Sorry. So you're not that bad?
No.
Good to see
Not
you.
that bad.
So you chiropractic yourself?
Well,
What up?
yeah. Morning.
She said
Yeah.
something popped and it didn't hurt. So I'm like, you might have fixed some shit.
Good morning.
Good morning. She ghetto chiropractor.
Good morning. Yeah, but other things.
You got problems getting fights. See what happens. Takarisi.